Okay.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The outlaw.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They're going to look to throw.
No, come on. Set the blitz again? Okay. I see you.
Goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Returnable for Lockett. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Seahawks football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Shift. 12. Back. Hey, 0.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check safety. Check 99. SOS. Boost the team. SOS. Watch safety Greenman. Safety's Greenman.
Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31.
95. Max 50. Check the out. 49. Check 49.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go. Slam. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Four down. Shit. Go. Shit. Hey, alert. There.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down.
Heck, you're lucky.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
This one into the hands of
I
Metcalf.
knew that was happening.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 25th touchdown, tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better.
Get the fuck out of here.
Down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Switch.
Second down, it's Henderson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up a throw.
Dude, all this guy does is blitz.
Seahawk defense.
I'm not doing anything.
Is the third sack this
Garbage.
offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math
Trash,
here. To be
actually.
sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
I don't know. He's gonna send it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. D Ford racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
14, buddy. Mike 50. I smell fear in that offense.
Here's Wilson. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, 0. You guys listen.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. It's caught. Block it.
Come on, man.
Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half
All
touchdown
he's doing,
passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Whatever. It's all good.
Myers connects on the PAT.
That's all he wants.
It's now 14-0.
The post. That's all he
Now to
wants.
kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
You just gonna send that dumbass
The
blitz the
49er
whole game.
offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Look at this
A lot
shit.
of teams
I can't even
script
get
plays. We know
anybody.
that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down.
Three points get that 0 off the board.
54, Mike. Rock it. Hey, Sam off. Watch the run. Check 3.
2nd and 15. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm coming for you, son. Bang. Look at me. Door. Hey, switch Switch gears.
Back to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A third down gain of 19.
First down, 49ers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Hey, zoom. Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll drop the throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Ready?
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run here with Henderson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run with Henderson. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Darrell Henderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he spins through. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Good. Spot that. Watch it.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Nick Bosa in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Alert. Watch the safety creep. Watch twist. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Good, guys. 4 down. Go. Good.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's good for our Seahawks. First and 10 at the 39.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
14, fight it.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Zebra. Slam. Switch. Bang out. Bam.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike, 280. Touch 50. 36. Hey, alert. Hey, alert. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Save.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Four down. Mike's 50.
Now Wilson. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48.
Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
Go. Tight as Ringo. Good job right there. Ringo. Check 14. He's checking.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Tight dog. Hey, watch it. Bang out. Bam.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
One left. Go. Kill. Tempo.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Wilson now Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, too quick. Good job right there. Check 43. 14. Wide, get wide. Spot. Go. Spot. Off.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere dropping for his 11th sack of the year. On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Myers able to knock it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
For the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
You got tight right there. Check 9. Check hot route. Hot. Run left. 50. Look for signals. You might be getting tired of seeing me. Switch. Right.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 3. Shit. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
36 power. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Got it. I'm not ready. Check 13. Alert. Boost the team. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Kill.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. 54 Mike. Good track. Jumping. What? Squeeze. Hey, lock it. Watch out. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ready to break. Check right 54. Right 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Go. Roll out. Back. Check. Fresno. Yeah.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Friday. Good job right there. SOS. Go. Mike 50, Mike. Good, 4 down. Check tight.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Wilson now just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Alert. 49, check 49. Friday. Shoot.
From the gun, Wilson. A little 360. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check 25. Bang out. Fan. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check.
Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
61, matchbox lights. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
50. Mike 50. Watch the smooth.
Back to throw here. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up under.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Jim. 14. Hustle. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for... He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, 0. Shoot. I'll go special.
Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. He'll try and run it. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Good job right there. 56 to Mike.
On first down, Wilson. It's caught, blocked, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 50. Ready?
Wilson now, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Hey, Haywood! 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Yeah.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike. Let's go. Man. He's coming. Double up. Hey, Echo. Watch it now.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Bobby Wagner. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
And it's 4th down.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.